I should let you know that even if the heart should fly away, I'll find a way to you. Been a really long time, tangu nikuvutie. I only called today, but I think about you every day. Najua nilichoma, yeah. I take the blame. Juu tangu iyo day, I've never been the same. Find me at B&D off late kila weekendi. Nimekosana na wengi, lakini sisi I'm regretting. I know you know me well, usikate juu niko mlevi. Please don't hang up on me, niache niseme ukweli. I've been upset cause no one loves me better. Hata wanipende aje, na wapenda shingo upande. I know you're upset cause no one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday. I'm not stalking you, niliona umepost pictures za coast. Your new man doing the most. You seem happy, you seem so happy. Called to let you know I'm taken but available for you. Bestie, we nirudishie phone, cause you don't understand what the hell is going on. Kilimani reminds me I'm alone. Oh, I need to call her now. She needs to know what's in my heart. Oh, I've been upset cause no one loves me better. Hata wanipende aje, na wapenda shingo upande. I know you're upset cause no one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday. I've been upset cause no one loves me better. Hata wanipende aje, na wapenda shingo upande. I know you're upset cause no one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday.
Reminds me I'm alone. Oh, I need to call her now. She needs to know what's in my heart. Oh, reminds me I'm alone. Oh, I need to call her now. Needs to know what's in my heart.
Hawataweza kukupenda. Hawataweza.
So Fresh is on the beat.
Mbona do you have to be this way? Unajitoa from all the promises we made. You wanna blow up all the loving that we gave. Listening to
He said and the she said, uongo za mjini zimenoga. Niamini na kupenda
ni wewe tu. Wakusema watasema,
usiku watalala. Hawataweza kukupenda vile ninavyokupenda. Amini hata dunia itashindwa na cha kusema. Na wakisema ni mapema kupenda tunavyopendana. Tutaishi kama Romeo na Julia kwa sinema.
baby achana na
Usiwasikize hao no. achana nao.
Cause when we say ni forever, ni vow tunaweka mimi na wewe tu. Let us go down in history.
Niamini na kupenda
Ni wewe tu. Wakusema watasema,
usiku watalala, hawataweza kukupenda vile ninavyokupenda. Amini hata dunia itashindwa na cha kusema, na wakisema ni mapema kupenda tunavyopendana. Tutaishi kama Romeo na Julia kwa sinema.
baby achana na usiwasikize hao. Baby achana na usiwasikize hao.
Baby, achana now. City boy, wanna break your heart. City girl, they just wanna have fun. Love you, then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu. City boy, wanna break your heart. City girl, they just wanna have fun. Love you, then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu.
Yeah.
City boy, wanna break your heart. City girl, just wanna have fun. Love you, then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu. City boy, wanna break your heart. City girl, just wanna have fun. Love you, then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu.
Nashanga, it's been a long time ni kama you're moving on fine. Nataka wewe ukuje home sometime, we sip some wine, and if it's fine after I'll make you sing a love song. I promise you will sing it with me all night long. I know you know I feel the way I wanna say, baby. Na ukitaka feature haya shika simu niko. I've been waiting, ni kweli. I think about you on the daily. Ni kama nilizama nikashikwa tu na tamaa. Ay baby, ni kweli. I think about you on the daily. Story nimesikia, ulikuwa fun times na Lydia. I know your lies, so I don't mind a compromise. Ni wewe niko after, master, master, OG gangster. Nivutie faster, nirudie tafadhali. Each day is the same, I call your name, so ukitaka feature haya shika. I've been waiting, ni kweli. I think about you on the daily. Ni kama nilizama nikashikwa tu na tamaa. Ay baby, ni kweli. I think about you on the daily. Think about you on the daily. I think about you on the daily. Hey, hello. You look familiar. Have I made up with you before? Let's just be serious kabla uanze tukunipo. Nionyeshe Insta labda nitakukumbuka hivyo. Oh, hey, hello. siwezi pita kino na tangu lini ukaanza kuwa na story mob lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks walai na beshte yangu bado takumit walai ni wapi ulienda for real lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks walai na beshte yangu bado takumit walai ni wapi ulienda for real hey, my heart is there my pride is there don't play don't even dare you don't play fair so hey there's something here there's something there overlay it's like a different kind of weather hey my heart is there my pride is there don't play don't even dare you don't play fair so hey there's something here there's something there overlay it's like a different kind of weather lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks walai na beshte yangu bado takumit walai ni wapi ulienda for real lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks walai na beshte yangu bado takumit walai ni wapi ulienda for real lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks walai na beshte yangu bado takumit walai ni wapi ulienda for real lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks walai na beshte yangu bado takumit walai ni wapi ulienda for real go fit Allah go fresh Allah lakin bana din west bana go fit Allah go fresh Allah lakin bana din west bana
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.
Yeah. Your body good to me. I don't want nobody touching on my baby. You say you're there for me. Anytime you want it, no, I am ready.
Don't waste no time whenever you call. I'm saving my love for you. I know just what you like. I don't want nobody touching on my baby.
I came in here for a good time, yeah. That keep your hands to your soft time. And when I come around, just know it's mine. I'm the one to cause trouble tight.
So when you come close, my baby is a no. So leave my baby boo on the dance floor. Cause my baby goes slow. My baby want I'm here all night, oh don't you know.
Your body good to me. I don't want nobody touching on my baby. You say you're there for me. Anytime you want it, no, I am ready.
Don't waste no time whenever you call. I'm saving my love for you. I know just what you like. I don't want nobody touching on my baby. I don't want nobody, body. I don't want nobody touching on my baby. Body. I don't want nobody touching on my baby. Run, you better run. You better run, cause I'm packing a gun.
A gun, I'm coming in hot and I'm heavy.
What, that's a gun. My man, look for another one.
Alarm, I'll ring the alarm. Cause I don't want nobody touching on my baby. And if you think I'm going crazy, yeah, I might be. And don't you know that I don't call myself a lady? Hands up, back up, yeah. Cause I don't want nobody touching on my baby.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.
Road trips and young romances, breakups and second chances. Our rhythm steers through all these years. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat only forever. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat. My Isukuti love.
Is it good for me? Is it good for me?
My Isukuti love.
Is it good for me? Is it good for me? For me?
Ringing the one ding ding, then the boom boom boom. Adding my nyatiti, then it's me and you. My Isukuti love.
Is it good for me? Is it good for me?
Is it good? Heartbeats and stolen glances, oceans and wedding marches. Our music plays through all these days. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat only forever. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat. My Isukuti love.
Is it good for me? Is it good for me?
My Isukuti love.
Is it good for me? Is it good for me? For me?
Ringing the one ding ding, then the boom boom boom. Adding my nyatiti, then it's me and you. My Isukuti love.
Is it good for me? Is it good for me?
Is it good? If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action word. You can never give it to me too much, too much. If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action word. You can never give it to me too much, too much. My Isukuti love.
Is it good for me?
My Isukuti If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action. My Isukuti love. Give it to me too much, too much.
For me?
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.
Hold up, wait a minute. I see you eyeing me. Hold up, wait a minute. I like you, man.
Feel on any like, nako like. Feel on any like, nako like, pia. Oh, feel on any like, nako like. Feel on any like, nako like, pia. Oh, Kangoma, you give me that feeling all over. You feel on any like, nako like. Feel on any like, nako like, pia. Oh.
I feel on any like, nako like. Got me singing about you on the mic, no rehearsal. Putting my neck on the line. Pale kwa DM, Nikki slide, ki commando. Say you're bad, girl, let me see more. To my place, my great, we can do more. Shani kwa chumami, no vitisho. Iko, lafu na ku-release kama single. Now they're wondering how I like you and you like me. We some merciless, now jealousy will murder them. Boom!
Feel on any like, nako like. Feel on any like, nako like, pia. Oh, feel on any like, nako like. Feel on any like, nako like, pia. Oh, Kangoma, you give me that feeling all over. You feel on any like, nako like. Feel on any like, nako like. love, and I gave you all the passwords, the keys to all my heart. Would you write for me or what? Yeah, cool down, patient. You go party till late now. I'm a chase man, not a waste man. I'm a clear my face now. You say that you like my voice. Today we might make noise. Let me purchase the chase. I say rock my choice. Come with your friends and gonna kill an eye boy. Eh. Feeling honey like Nago like. Feeling honey like Nago like beer. Oh, feeling honey like Nago like. Feeling honey like Nago like beer. Oh, can't go now. You give me that feeling all over you. Feeling honey like Nago like. Feeling honey like Nago like beer. Oh.
This is Hendrix Sam.
Misikatai, unanidai, akiwalahi, ninaogopa sitadinai. I want you to lie, ni vile I'm trying to find good love, baby, baby. I'll be the one for you. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. If you wait for me, I don't need nobody else. I'm trying to find good love, baby, maybe, and I'll be the one for you, baby, maybe, I'll be the one for you.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That is V with I for You, and it's playing right here on Power Radio. Happy Monday. This is the 9th of September. The year is 2024. Oh my God, the year is really, really flying fast, but hey, we can't complain. My name is Wanyoike, and I'm your host. This is the Power Morning Drive Show. It's Kenya's biggest conversation, if I do say so myself. And just to give you a little bit of what you should be expecting today, we we shall be talking about the schools in Fano. I mean, that's the story that is on everybody's lips today. And so that will be forming the basis of our discussions for today as well. But before we get into that, remember the hashtag to use is a hashtag Power Morning Drive. And you can also get in touch with us on our social media handles. We are at Power Radio across all our platforms. Also, this live broadcast is on YouTube. So if you've not yet subscribed, kindly go there, respect yourself, love yourself, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all the goodies as well. We can also be found on our live stream on www.power254.org/Power Radio. But before we get into it, let me get you to work because I have already arrived. But we start off with the high and mighty Thika Road. Oh my God, it's crazy. Bumper to bumper, I can see it's all code red from Survey as you go into town, looking absolutely crazy. You guys are looking busy today. That side, Poleni sana. Kiambu Road is looking very busy as well. There's a little bit of a snarl up as you go from, especially from the northern bypass from Githogoro, Ruaka. That there's a little bit of a snarl up as you go into Kiambu Road. Then we get some traffic after DCI into Muthaiga as well. We also have Wanyoike pia kuko na kamsongomano pale. ABC areas, you go down into the mall, Westlands area, a little bit of a snarl up there, but it clears soon after that. We also have Raila Odinga Road is looking good today. Langata Road is also looking clear actually. Hata pale Weston leo hakuna kamsongomano vile. I can see it's definitely slow but surely moving as well. Mombasa Road, Capital Center, kamsongamano kidogo, then it opens up, gets to a snarl up at around Bellevue, then it opens up. Bunyala Road kama kawaida, bumper to bumper as well. I can also see that, Limuru Road, there's also clear today, nothing to complain about. So in case you see any accidents or incidents that you might want us to be on the know of, kindly do so and we will appreciate to get you to work arriving alive. Let's get some music and I come back with the day's local and international news. This is Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
She says she's okay. I don't believe her. There's just something about the way she turned her back on me. I know in my mind I'll never leave her. There's just something about the way we love each other. Sometimes in love there can be pain, and even though we need a little break, I know that you'll come back to me. You know that I'll come back to you, 'cause that's when you'll start to feel my love. Feel it, that's when you feel it. When you start to feel my love, feel it, that's when you feel it. Na 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 na. Usiponipenda nitapendwa na nani? Nitakuwa mgeni wa nani? Ukiwa mbali nami nabaki tabani. Ona nahisi kisirani, hawa haina maana. Mimi na wewe kuzozana, mbona tunasimangana? Hatuwezi semezana, my love, haina maana. Mimi na wewe kuzozana, mbona tunasimangana, hatuwezi semezana. And even though we fight all night and day, I know sometimes in love there can be pain. And even though we need our rain, I know that you come back to me. And you know that I come back to you. That's when you start to feel my love. Feel it. That's when you feel it. That's when you start to feel my love. Feel it. That's when you feel it. And even if we fight all night and day, I know sometimes in love there can be pain. And even if we need a little break, I know that you come back to me. You know that I'll come back to you. And that's when you start to feel my love. I need to, and you need to, we need to, yeah. Sikiza moyo wangu nimesha jipa, utulivu ndani ya roho umeshanipa, na candle tumewasha na stima tumezima, na pale unapotaka kwenda nitakufikisha. The weather's getting wet, I need your consent. Call your heaven sent tonight, I'm giving you my best. Before I confess, how you kill me with that dress. Girl, I wanna touch your mind, you bless me with the rest. We need to find out where we are, 'cause I wanna be more than a friend. I wanna be more than a friend. I wanna be more than a friend. I wanna be more than a friend.
Yeah. Tunacheanza tu vihamless hapa tujiforce, unasacha moko happy and lost. Ni nini your smile itakos, ni show before anything happy your thoughts. Love ina power hata army high stop, sisemi haiduka usimami across. Kamsalaba, naka unanja history itaanza na itaisha na do kasa ufalada. Soka uko rada sana utaanza kuona tu struggle. Atuko 5 star but tumetravel. Twende tukasimame mbele ya iPhone. Wakiona lifestyle wana na try though. Ukitoka sina kumisi na bag of tricks ya kujitoa, niko kwa fix una macho fit na zoo show sailo uko lit. I hope zikushow kuja commit.
We need to find out where we are, 'cause I wanna be more than a friend. 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 Ile siku tulimit, tulipatana ndani ya matinganya. Nilikujeki, nikatamani hata tungejuana. Chini jue upiga luku, na vile woni tuni joni komandukulu. Chini jue upiga luku, na vile woni tuni joni komandukulu. Simeshika, umeniweka ndani futi 6, ni kama mbegu mimi tachipuka, na ningependa unipe fursa. Tiririka, niko na feelings leo za mwakika. Kuna mavitu sitakianika, na nimechoka sana kujificha. We need to find out where we are, 'cause I wanna be more than a friend. I wanna be more than a friend. I wanna be,
All right, welcome back to the Power Morning Drive Show. That is Savara alongside Nyashinsky with their song More Than a Friend, and it's playing right here on the Power Morning Drive Show on Power Radio. My name is Wanyoike, and as promised, let's get into what is making the local and international news headlines. And of course, the biggest story that is on many cover stories for today is the Inferno. Just what happened to pupils of the Enda Russia Academy Inferno that just happened a couple of days ago. So that's we start off with the Standard newspaper, and that's the cover story on page and the full story is covered on the page 4 and 5 of the newspaper as well. But so let's just get into it. So Enda Russia Academy is a school in Munyiri, and so far there was a breakout of a fire. Reports are saying that the fire came from a faulty electrical wiring. That's according to some reports, and also 21 pupils have passed on since that fire broke out 2 days ago. We're still getting more reports as well as the country goes on. The reports also that are showing that some 45 children have not yet been accounted for so far. So a lot of questions that are coming from that, and we will get into that story as our topic of discussion for today, to just kind of give you first a breakdown on history of fires and infernos that have happened in our public or even private high schools, and then what has been done in terms of safety measures and what the government should be held accountable for. But our sincere condolences to the parents who have lost their children. It's quite sad. I can see here on the page 4 of the Standard newspaper, a mom being held by some people, and in the background I can see the agony on some faces as well, just in tears. It's quite sad, and I don't want to get into it because we will get into it at the top of the hour. But our condolences really to the parents who have lost their children. I can also see that on page 5, state told to take action as cases of fatal school inferno sweep the country. We will also get into that as well. But to just name a few of those that have succumbed, we have Travis Karaoke, grade 7, Ernest Mwangi, grade 5, Robinson Theuri, grade 6, Roy Brandon Mugo, grade 7, and Bernard Warutere, grade 6. So it's really sad, and we have to see to it that we give justice and prevent so that futuristically speaking, this cannot happen as we go on. All right, moving on to page 2 of the Standard newspaper. County workers in pain as salary delay persists up to 3 months. Now, county workers are going through tough times following salary delays, which the devolved units blame the National Treasury's failure to disburse funds. So bad is the situation that a number of county workers said that their children are yet to report back to school for that term over lack of school fees and other necessities. Others claimed that they can barely raise money for transport to go to work. Jen Mudhoni, a worker at the Nyahururu County Referral Hospital, said that her children are out of school as she struggles to make ends meet. She said that this is an unfortunate story. Going to work for 2 months without a salary has been my lowest moment. But Laikipia Governor Joshua Irungu assured county employees that the matter will be resolved and by the end of next week. He said that we feel the pain that they are going through. No, you don't. However, we will solve this matter once the government releases the funds. I appreciate their work despite the lack of salaries. And this is just to go and show that, one, in Kenya, it's like workers are not regarded importantly as they should be able to be regarded. I mean, we are just smack in the middle of some crises that have been happening. Teachers just on Friday, Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Unions, KMD, KMPDU put out a statement that they are actually going on strike because of, again, delayed salaries. They want an increase of their salaries as well. 2 weeks prior to that, Nat and Kupet were also going on a salary strike, wanting also some formal and drastic changes, some formal drastic changes to their Ministry of Education, which not limited to, but including salary increments. We also had some renegotiations of, contracts as well to benefit them as well. The repealing of the housing levy for teachers, that was also one of the demands that they were making, and also they wanted some promotions because some teachers have been just doing their work for a long time without getting promotions as well. So one thing that I think about this is the Kenya Union of Trade, the KOTU, rather, the trade unions. They need to really, first of all, rally up and lobby better for the workers. But even before we talk about lobbying, the county workers are employed by the government. So it is the responsibility and the absolute mandate for the county governments to be able to ensure that their workers are paid, and not only paid well, but paid in due time. Because you cannot, first of all, it's even unconstitutional. It's a right that everybody who works, they need to be paid. They need to be reimbursed, and it's not even one of those things where you can ask what is going on, because counties are run by taxpayers' money. The national government is paid by the taxpayers' money. By the time monies are getting into the county level, it means that they've been decentralized from the central government into the county level. So we should not even be talking about salaries being impeded by the county governments as well. So it's a call for action. It's a call to accountability, holding each and everybody accountable that needs to act accordingly, because it doesn't make sense. I mean, this country, and also impunity is something that we need to really talk about. You can't have millions and thousands of workers struggling there to make ends meet just because some people have decided that they are going to do whatever it is that they want to do because they have the powers to hold the money or to release the funds, and nobody will ask them or question them about what they are doing. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. The corruption in this country runs so deep. And one of the things that propagates corruption further is even impunity. Impunities of leaders, impunity of people that are, hold power, people and institutions that hold power. And because they know that there is nowhere you're going to take them, then they feel the need to continuously propagate the injustices. And so it's blatantly wrong. And I hope that, as the Laikipia governor said, that they are going to be ensured. Then, so what has happened? So they needed to come and give a statement so that somebody can hear them and say that in the next 2 weeks their answers are going to be, or rather their demands and grievances are going to be met. No, you should be doing your job. Please do better. That's all I'm going to say about that. Do better. Absolutely do better. All right, so we come back and we continue to talk about the ongoing things that are happening in this country, including a lion that is on the loose in the Mara. So if you're planning to go to Masai Mara, please make sure you're not caught up at night with this lion. And also some politicking that has been happening at the Mount Kenya region, and also some issues on the bill. There is a protesting bill that is currently being suggested, so we will come and talk about that as well, and also get into some international news as well. So keep it Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Jack on the beat. They say on drugs, I say on me. They say
side, I say it's funny. You in some crap, don't you dare call me, cause I know that I can get you out this shit. I know it's weird that I'm quite honest, but if I don't, then who's gonna know? When mama said, don't you play with fire, you should listen and just move out my way. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. I've got this feeling that someone's on me, yeah. Someone's on me. Ooh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Yeah, 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 someone's on me. Oh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Cause I'm a drug, can you run me? And I'm a drug that I just cannot resist. Someone's on me, ooh, someone's on me. Once you begin, but there's no ending. Oh boy, it's like divine calling. And you don't know if you're up or falling. Light at the end of the tunnel, well, not here. The end is near, I feel it coming. This is between you and I only. When mama said, don't you play with fire, you should listen and just move out my way. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. Someone's on me. Ooh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Yeah, 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 someone's on me. Oh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Cause I'm a drug, can you run me? And I'm a drug that you just cannot resist. Someone's on me, someone's on me, someone's on me, someone's on me, yeah. And I'm a drug that you just cannot resist. Someone's on me.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Wonfala mganiane kama mng'ari kwa list juu ya Ferrari, yeah. Ana degree au ni journalist, tuju analyst. Nasikia wakiuliza ule boy wetu alienda wapi, amepotea kazi ile mbegu watu walipanda na kanyari, yeah. Na nasikia inasemekana hati rap zangu kamna mkazo na ile utamia rege mama. Maudinari wananikubali na hata hati hawezekana. Kwa wale upenda sauti yangu na iko wale usengenyana. Mama kijana wako amepotea, ni masikio tu yeye anatoboa huku ndugu zake wakiendelea. Mwenyezi pekee anaweza muokoa, kimaisha amelegea. Ingawa hatuoni akitoboa, bado twazidi kumwombea, amina. Ya ofisi, sina njana jua mpishi. Sijaifanya kazi ya ofisi, sijailala kasi jadishi. Sijarap kitu katoka u6 hivi. Trust me, siezi rasmi. Miata niache mziki miaka 50. Nikirudi bado na wakrash nyenye niko fast me. Ndani ya party na nguo rasmi. Tumepigwa pasi hapo katikati. Napiga mic check juu niko party. Na niko night shift, nikuwa busy sikuwa najificha. Clearly you rappers missed your teacher. Vitu mnaandika zinachoma picha. Nkiwishingi hata kuwafundisha sauti nasikiani. Don't waste your time wishing you're too proud, my baby. Too proud to wish they had an easy way out. Let times get tough so they remember you're a blessing. When life is good, they won't forget to say, ooh, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. naulizwa mbona niliacha mziki, ati nilikuwa mkali juu ya mic na namisiwa na mashabiki. Niliacha game mapema hata kabla refa hajapiga firimbi, bila kwa heri ati walistukia tu kuna clip moja imbi. Samahani nimepotea, shukrani kwa wale wamenifikiria, hizo miaka zote nimekuwa missing, lakini kwa kitu hamjaniambia. Kani ningebaki bado ungekuwa nataki ya kusikia nikiwaimbia, ama by saa ingekuwa mnanifanya vile mnafanya mapioneer. Story kwa media ati nimechapa, niko juu ya madawa na hangaika, show ni uja mali mbada, hebu kama ukate raise ya mnaija. It's not that serious, rap ni hobby, bila mziki bado na manga. Ingekuwa career singekuwa nalia kusikia ati Naija Nairobi. Ambia ni ukama sijifeel sana, wewe ni mgeni sikia kwanza, tunakupenda. Ukikaa tutachoka na wewe, hivyo ndo kuenda. Mimi ule mgeni alikaa siku mbili tu, sikukaa siku mingi nikuachie nafasi ya kuchoka na mimi. So now you know Shinsky. So now you know beat ya Kega. So now you know.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That is the indomitable Nyashinsky. Yes, he is the indomitable for real. He's truly the greatest. One of the greatest rappers in Kenya with Now You Know. And it's playing right here on the Power Morning Drive Show on Power Radio. My name is Wanyoike, and we are cruising this ship all the way till 10 in the AM. You can get in touch with us on our social media handles at Power Radio across all our... We are on TikTok, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and most definitely we are on Elon Musk's X. You can also get us on our YouTube. We are at Power Radio, and this live stream is on www.power254.org/Power Radio. Now, let's get into more news. We have a new bill that seeks to ease the emergency response, according to the Standard newspaper on page 11. A groundbreaking bill seeking to ensure seamless naming and numbering of streets and property for better identification and location of places is currently before the National Assembly. The National Addressing Bill, sponsored by Kiambu Town MP Machua Waithaka, promises to revolutionize emergency services, revive postal operations, and significantly boost the economy if enacted into law. Waithaka, speaking before the National Assembly Communication, Information and Innovation Committee at Parliament Buildings in Nairobi, underscored the bill's transformative potential. He said, this bill will set up systems that make it easier to save lives by ensuring emergency responders can locate those in need of in times of emergencies. He told the committee chaired by Dagoretti South MP John Kiarie. All I can say is that I want my name to be enshredded in one of those streets. Yeah, because of the great things that I will do for this country. That's all I'm going to say. We go into the world news. I kid a lot, guys. Let's now go into our international news roundup. And a lot is happening right now. The big story of the world is, November is fast approaching, and the United Nations go off to a heated national polls for their presidential elections later on in November this year. So Trump-Harris tied on eve of televised presidential debate. The U.S. presidential race remains neck and neck according to polls released Sunday, 2 days before Kamala Harris and Donald Trump held their first and potentially only televised debate. The latest polling confirms that Trump retains locked-in support from about half of voters, despite the Republicans' historic status as a convicted felon and his role in instigating the unprecedented attempt to overturn his 2020 loss to Joe Biden. Harris, who only jumped into the race after President Biden abruptly quit in July, has rapidly transformed herself from a little noticed vice president into a serious contender. However, the polls show she has not made a major breakthrough, leaving the race a toss-up. A New York Times Siena poll found that a 78-year-old Trump is leading Harris nationally by 48 to 47%, well within the margin of error. US presidential elections are decided by tallying the results of state-by-state contests rather than an overall national popular vote, meaning that a tiny handful of swing states typically decide the balance. Yes, and so some of these swing states are Wisconsin, we have Michigan, Pennsylvania, and the four other swing states are Nevada, Georgia, North Carolina, and Arizona. So a very tight race there. Democrats versus Republicans, we have a 48%, 49% tie. So it's a very tight race for Kamala Harris. You would think that the Democrats this time around, it's quite obvious that they get to decide that she is going to scoop this seat. But as you can see, Donald Trump is still very well loved, actually, because majority of America is very Republican, actually. And also it's very pro-white, and it's also pro-Caucasian man who is rich, what Donald Trump represents for America. America loves a nationalist. America wants a person who is able to lead them to see that, first of all, it's like a regaining of their place in the world as a superpower, and that there's nothing else, or rather there's no one that believes in the power of America the way that Donald Trump believes in that. But I cannot wait for that debate. I'm super excited to see that debate as well, and to just assess, because the debates in America, they are not like Kenyan debates for presidents. Here we have just diehards. In America, it's a little bit different. People get to decide who they are going to vote for because the debates are super emotional. They are very well choreographed. They also have a lot of fun as well. I do see a lot of, it's like when comedians go and roast some of their people before live audiences. That's how American debates are. They are very frivolous in nature, very trolly, a lot of shade is thrown, and people catch strays here and there. Well, Donald Trump almost caught a stray, literally, when he got that gunshot right on his left ear. But so they do get to really decide, because there's a lot of emphasis that go into these presidential debates in the United States, because they are that powerful. But as you've heard also, it's not just about the debate. I mean, the debate is a cherry on top of the cake. But the swing states are the ones that really determine what goes in there. And by swing state, it means that some states decide. Some states might be for example, in 2024, Arizona and Georgia and Nevada might be very pro-democratic, and then in the next presidential election, they get to become, pro-Republican. And why I think from the reading that I have done, is because this particular states are very progressive in nature, and a lot of people keep moving into them and going out of them as well. So with that, of course, when the voters base moves into newer spheres, it means that is changed. So that's one of the reasons as to why swing states behave the way they behave, in terms of ensuring that whoever gets to be president, they're majorly determined by these states as well. But that story leads us to the end of our local and international news roundup. It's already 4 minutes into the top of the hour. When I come back, we get into our conversation of today. And today we are looking at the history of infernos in Kenya, because it's a lot going on there. We also we'll be looking at the school's safety manual. Yes, did you know that we have a school safety manual in Kenya? And what has been done so far in ensuring that that is upheld as well? Are we even investing to ensure that that manual is followed down to the T? We also look at some statistics of how many kids have died and others have been injured from that. The whole thing of fires and outbreaks in Kenyan schools as well. We also look at the dynamics in terms of public schools versus private schools. How come we never hear a lot? I mean, I know Endarasha is a private school, but most of these problems happen in public schools as well. So what is going on in that area of public schools in terms of fires and the safety and precautionary measures that we can be able to take note of as a country? So do keep it right here on Power Radio. Coming up next, we have some good music. I know that Tetushani will also be coming up next as well in that lineup. So keep it Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
My angel in disguise, sent from heaven just to give my broken heart another chance. When ni malaika wangu, every single time you are away, my heart forgets just how to be. And maybe I should let you know, even if the earth should fly away, I'd find a way to you. Maybe I should let you know, every single night I ask the Lord to keep you safe for me. The moonlight in the dark, shining brighter than the brightest star will ever see. Malaika nakupenda, na kila saa you're far away, my heart forgets just how to be. And maybe I should let you know that even if the earth should fly away, I'd find a way. And maybe I should let you know, yeah. Every single night I ask the Lord to keep you safe for me. Maybe I should let you know that even if the earth should fly away, I'll find a way to you.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Everything. Your loving is my medicine. So show me your ability. Namin kuneshe ability. Wakipendana cha wapendane kisiri, wakinionesha wataniumiza roho, wakiachana watachekwa tu, cheza chini wakicheza juu. Katangaze ni sisi, ndo kusema wasijiumize ko, uko na akili ya mapesa tu, cheza chini tukicheza juu. You're my everything. Your loving loving is my medicine, medicine. So show me your ability, 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 ability. Na min koneshe ability, 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 ability. Just say you love me, baby, love me like you say you. Show me like you say you. I say I love you, let me show you like I say I do. Show me like you say you. Just say you love me, baby, love me like you say you. Show me like you say you. I say I love you, let me show you like I say I do. Show me like you say you. Napenda vile nikitoka unanimiss, ukitoka inaniumiza bro. Siseme najipenda tu, cheza chini wakicheza juu juu juu. Katangaze ni mimi, ushapenda hivyo wengine no. Siku zetu wanahesabu, cheza chini wakicheza juu juu juu. You're my everything, everything. Your loving is my medicine, my medicine. So show me your ability, 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 ability. Na min koneshe ability, 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 ability. Just say you love me, baby, love me like you say you. Show me like you say you. I say I love you, let me show you like I say I do. Show me like you say you. Just say you love me, baby, love me like you say you. Show me like you say you. I say I love you, let me show you like I say I do. Show me like you say you. Just say you love me, baby, love me like you say you. I say I love you, let me show you like I say I do. Show me like you say you. Just say you love me, baby, love me like you say you. I say I love you, let me show you like I say I do.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
I wish. Just a little bit, yeah.
The money make me fly like a kite. I wish the money make me fly like a kite. I wish the money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite.
Just a little bit, yeah. Fresh from the fire, fresh like the sea. Bora uhai, c'est la vie. All of these roads lead you to me. Make me spend all my money for peace and quiet mystery. Forbidden fruit is out of reach. I've got a hunch, a certainty. You make me spend all my money. Of the dice, a slap on the cheek, the thrill of the chase ends in defeat. If we are survivors, then we try harder. Most of my life I've been asleep. Who will I hold? Who will I keep? All of this talk is way too deep. I need to spend all my money.
fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite. I wish that money make me fly like a kite.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Uliniwacha mi bila fahamu kuwa ni yako zamu, angalau ungeniambia eti unakam nitulize hamu wangu wa dhati. Hey, tama zangu zimenikwamia mikononi, labda huu ni mwisho wa dunia. Safiri salama, msalimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Safiri salama, msalimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Ndio, tutaonana baadaye, mpendwa, ndio. Tutaonana baadaye. Nakam, mpendwa, tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye. Nakam, mpendwa, tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye.
Wow. Okay. Natamani kujua what your plot is. Ata landlord upeana notice. Akimaulana ingilia kati. Peace ni expensive but worth it. Kwa nini uliamua kutangolea? Diet yangu imechange, tabia kolea, usingizi na kutamani kushoto kulia. Unakuja lini? Nitabasamu tena, unanitenda. Aliyekuchukua sijui nani alimtuma. Maombi ni ati wakati rudi nyuma. Jioni nikirudi nikupate kwa nyumba. Jiti zimeshikana ni ngumu kuvunja, but kauna raka nenda kwanza. Niko na iBag sijalala, na usalimie Maulana.
Safiri salama, salimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Oh, safiri salama, salimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Ndio, ndio, tutaonana baadaye. Oh, nakam, mpendwa, tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye. Oh, nakam, mpendwa, tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye. Ndio, mpendwa, tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye. Ndio, mpendwa, tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye. Pendo tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
All right, that is Amos and Josh with Badai, and we've played that song just in memory of all the people that have, not people, the pupils, rather, of the Endarasha Academy Fire Inferno, to just really be one with the families that have been affected in this. And I know that the death poll has raised up to 21 young pupils, and I did read some of their names earlier. And these are just really young kids, man, and it's so sad to see that we are failing. Our systems are faulty, and we are failing the future, even the present of this country, because a child as young as 6th, 7th graders are not supposed to die. Not that anybody is supposed to die, but this is just absolute neglect. So we are looking at the situation of we're just analyzing what this country, the history of fires in schools, and why it's important for us to talk about this is because, one, we have to ensure that all our systems work. We have to ensure that we are holding accountable each and every institution and the holders of power in these institutions, because if we want to ensure that a country is working, then it means that we have to talk about everything that needs to be put in place to ensure that that is reached at. So, to start us off, let me give you a brief recap of the history of fires and infernos rather in our Kenyan schools. And you'll be saddened to know that it's not just the Endarasha that's just the recent one, but we have had more fires before in Kenyan schools. So jumping right off, we have one that happened in 1998. 26 girls died in Bombolulu after an arson attack. 26 girls dead in 1998 in Bombolulu. Then soon after that, in 1999, we had 4 boys dying at Munyiri Boys High School. And this was also as a result of revenge arson after these 4 boys were actually prefects. And so they were, I think, kids can get into funny things. And so some of these, some of their students were able to plot for them to die, and they closed them in their dorm and they died in there. Then soon after that, in 2001, the big one, where we all remember this one, is school fires in Changuli Boys. 67 boys were killed in 2001. 67, a whopping 67 boys were killed in 2001 at the Changuli fire tragedy. Then we also have 2012. No, actually, before that, we have 2010. 2 boys were killed as a result of arson in... where was this? This was, yes, so there was another school in Homa Bay, actually. Yes, in 2012, Homa Bay, 8 students were also killed for some unknown reasons. And then soon after that, we had 2017, 10 girls at Moi Girls School. And we also have 2018, Asumbi Girls electric fault actually was a result as to why 8 girls were able to die. And now as that we are at 2024, that in the Russia Academy School. And so some of the things that are maddening about this is we have so many. Actually, let me just take you through something that we call the Kenya Safety Schools Manual. In 2008, Kenya was able to publish the Kenya Schools Safety Manual, and it's a whole manual. It's actually online, and we're going to look at it's on the chapter 6 of this manual. It's a 78-page document, and specifically what we are interested in today is to look at what the manual says in terms of fires. I mean, it covers for a lot of things, including landslides, including safety, the environmental safety of kids. But specifically, let's look at what this manual says. So, under the discretion of the fire prevention, 1, all kinds of trash should be discarded as they tend to quickly catch fire. Then number 2, inflammable substances such as petroleum, paint, chemicals, etc. should be stored in tightly closed cans or containers and away from any source of heat. They should never be stored in classrooms and dormitories. Then it says that an electrician should regularly check the electrical wiring and replace any that is weak, broken, or worn out. And we will come back to that. Then learners should not carry or play with matches as they can result in clothing or other items catching fire. We also have the use of hurricane lamps in the dormitories should be properly regulated. Then it goes on to say that the teachers should sensitize learners about the dangers of fire through the related sections in the curriculum. We also have stipulated fire drills should always happen regularly. Then the school should invite the local fire department to give talks and demonstration to learners about fire prevention in a school context. Learners and staff should undertake periodic fire drills, as I've mentioned, at least twice a term. Fire extinguishers should be located in strategic places in the school. And then it goes on to give stipulations on what to do in case of a fire. The learners should leave the room immediately without creating any panic rush. Learners should be advised to crawl on the floor when going through a smoky area or room, as smoke and heated gases tend to rise up and they will be thinnest near the floor. And it goes on and says, and also gives stipulations of safety during poisonous chemical emissions as well. A lot that is enshredded in that manual as well. So as you can see, we do have stipulations for us to follow. But there is the big question we are asking is, are we following these things? I mean, we talk about emergency exits. Do we have 2 doors? A dormitory should have more than 2 doors, if you ask me honestly. We also have the windows without grills as well. Do we have stipulations for that? Can the children say that they are well covered? When you look at when it comes to this, the environments within which we are putting our children in. And so it's rather unfortunate to be in such a situation where, number one, like for the Endarasha, the reports are showing that it is an electrical fault that was happening. So my question then goes to the school's administration. Leave even the Ministry of Education, the school's administration. Once you know that there is a safety guideline that is supposed to be followed, and you've had that the electrical, for instance, the electrical audits should be happening at least twice a term, and you know very well that you're dealing with children. Some parents have left they have left their children under your care. And, minors don't really necessarily have that capability or the mental capacity to be able to keep their safety in check. That's why you have been appointed and you've been put in that position to ensure that you are responsibly taking accountability and responsibility over the work of protecting these children. So, one, we cannot afford to continue being lazy with the things that we know we're supposed to be doing. Accountability and responsibility looks like following these safety guidelines to the T. I know that we love taking chances with so many things here in Kenya, and we are so used to systems failing all the time and systems failing us all the time, that when it comes to actually us making sure that everything, we cannot afford to miss out on one thing. So it's just taking the extra mile, going the extra mile to ensure that things are working. Because I was thinking about it, like, how come we never hear that the State House, for example, is on fire? Unless it's Sri Lanka and people have gone there to throw petroleum, How come State Houses or the White House, for instance, in the United States has never caught fire? That kind of excellence, that level of accuracy, that level of precision and discretion, you're always on toes when it comes to these things. Because a fire, truly, we do not need to lose lives We do not need to lose lives to ensure to start being crazy or being stringent with the measures that we have been given already to follow. By the time that we have a safety manual, it means that precautionary measures should be taken, and they're more important to be taken than a curative one. And sometimes it's not, curative is not going to be enough because a parent has lost their child. We are talking about, when I do that math from 1999 to 2021, we are talking about over 200 pupils or students who have lost their lives due to fires. And we will talk about arson because that's a different thing altogether. But even with arson, I want to ask a very important question here. By the time a kid is coming and sneaking in petrol, because we've had stories of kids sneaking in petrol, some very crazy stories of teachers also being part of setting up the schools on fire. A match is also put in together there. A kid is bringing in, sneaking in petroleum, is sneaking in gas, lighters and matchboxes. Where are the security officers that are supposed to be on top of their game always and all the time? It used to be cute and very demure, very cutesy, as the kids nowadays say, to be able to sneak in. For instance, I saw a lot of kids sneaking in and smuggling drugs when I was in high school, and nobody was able to be found out. But you see, when now you're failing on that small, and it's not even small, but for this, in terms of looking at the grand scheme of things, it is grand. It's a big thing that petroleum can be snuck in by a student and set a whole dorm on fire. These are children. When they're looking at it from a, for instance, an emotional point of view. They're like, maybe we want to rebel against this school and its administration because they are not feeding us the right amount of food, or they're not giving us the right food, which again, it goes to show that it's always a snowball effect. You fail in one area, that then leads to another response, which now, if you're not giving these children the utmost, for instance, student neglect, if I can go the route of giving them bad food, it then goes to, they feel neglected, they feel violated, and they feel undignified. And to a 16-year-old, 14-year-old's brain, it means that we are paying school fees. Why are we getting substandard services? So they will make an emotional decision, an emotional response to this being, we are going to set this school on fire. They don't even care whether some kids are going to be in there affected or not. They won't think about that. They will think, this school has to go. We don't want to go here. We are going to boycott this school. And one way to do that is to set it on fire so that it discontinues whatever injustices or whatever cruelties that we are going through. And so what I'm saying is, on a systemic level, we have to do such a thorough job of ensuring that we have gotten the basics and the foundations of our safety measures and precautionary measures, that nothing can go hanging in the balance, because you're dealing with people's children. Now, I don't know where this school is going to, what is this school going to tell the parents? What is Ndarasha Primary or Ndarasha Academy going to tell the parents of the 21 kids that have already lost their lives? And on top of that, we also have 46 that are missing. 46 pupils are missing. How are 46 children missing? What do you mean that 46 children are missing? We live in an age, a very dark age, where kidnappings, sexual molestation is an industrial complex. We're talking about people who are hungry for child pornography, for example. Now, tell me, where are these 46 children currently? Parents are, the panic attack that is on parents, I cannot even begin to fathom or even imagine. It's such a bad place for the parents to be. So we really, this show is about having conversations that really are thought-provoking, but also conversations that hold systems and people that hold these systems accountable. And that's what we are trying to do here today. My heart really goes out to these parents. So I do not want to continue hearing, or whenever this country goes through a tragedy, the government always comes up with things like, oh, we are carrying out investigations, and we never get to hear the follow through of such investigations. Now the 21 kids have already lost their lives. Now, what are you going to tell to this parent? There's nothing, there's no amount of pole that is going to translate into these children coming back. They are ashes. They are burnt to no recognition. Gone, done and dusted. Gone, done and dusted, you know? Why are our dormitories in the states within which they are in? Why do we not have open windows? Kids are supposed, we should not be having grilled windows, because anything can happen. And also we need to make sure that the balconies are wide open, so that in case of anything, the kids are well protected. We should be able to ensure for exit plans, exit doors. So really, that is just on a level of the school's administration. We've not even talked about the Ministry of Education and what they need to do. Like I saw Kithure Kindiki, the Interior Cabinet Secretary, he was saying that I know that the public has many questions, and right now we do not have answers. I was like, excuse me, sir. The reason as to why you are put in that position is to be able to give an adequate, and it has to be satisfactory. We cannot afford to always do pressers when the tragedy has already flown off the shelf. No. Give us pressers of how you are constantly working towards the bettering of the systems of our schools. If at all we have had a successful fire drill, let us see such updates. We don't want to see your updates and giving us statements of, "Ati, we do not know what to tell you right now." What is that? What does that even mean? And it's really, it's a failure, because public schools are the ones that are always on the receiving end of such things. They always are. There's something that the private sector is doing right that the public sector should be learning from. And it's so sad because, again, taxpayers' money. Let's talk about this. You know, we like really politicking in this country, but when it comes to socializing the political issues, that's where we draw the line. But I keep saying that the political is more social than it is political, because you do want people that are on top of their game to ensure that the systems are working and they're working for the good of the people. So I will continue ranting, so let me take a breather right now, and I come back and we get into more information about these schools in Fanox. I'm very livid right now, and I'm not even a parent. I'm just from a Kenyan who is sympathizing with these parents, from a member of the press who wants to be able to be the bridge between the people and the government and all these institutions. Like, the onus is really on us. It's time to really to stop affording being careless with how we treat our institutions. I'll be right back.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
so. I go chine uno, komati legi, lewe, no, lewe, I go
Tell me what can I say? I know you're moving on, but I still want you to stay. And if it's not right now, then it's not today. But the truth is, everybody goes away. So is it real? Is it really real? Tell me if it's real. I feel every moment like the scars don't heal. If I stand right here, let the time stand still. You can't turn time, don't worry, I will, I can't lie. Try to jump, but I can't fly. Everything's gonna change, trust me, I don't know why. I can never let you go if you beg me to try. You know I'ma see you later, so it's never goodbye. I can't hide, all the memories I have can't die. Don't go, I don't think I'll ever be the same guy. Won't cry when you leave, cause I still believe I will see you again if it's for the last time.
No way, no way to nyete. Wedo wako no way, oh hey, tenena ten. kwa mothe rushuna oke koro irega choke harewe
I don't know where you are, who you talking to and who you got receiving your calls, who you wanna hit up every time you go through it all. Never used to trip, but you the one who got me to fall. So how'd I go from having everything to losing it all? Holding on to you, my love, but now you're not in my arms. Looking at you, I compare you to stars. You mean everything and more to me. With you is where I wanna belong. With every single breath you take, you got a piece of my heart. Used to be a fire with you, now I can't even spark. Thought I had it all together, now it's coming apart. You the only one I want and everything that you are. So tell me, I know you love me cause I love you for real. Told me that you needed time, that you wanted to heal. All I wanted was to be the one to help you rebuild. Love you to heaven and back as long as I got the will.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
I know the country would like to know what the numbers look like, and so forth and so on. Unfortunately, at this juncture, I am afraid that we cannot provide conclusive information on some of the questions the public and members of the press could be having.
Government will stand with them in all processes that starts from now going forward, so that our children who have passed on, when the time comes to rest them, we shall give them a dignified resting.
We also have a full team supporting with tracing so that we reconcile the data of the children who are meant to be in this school or who are in this school. And that data will be provided to the authorities so that they can transmit it forward to the parents.
And as government embarks on searching for the missing children, Kindiki is calling on anyone that might be housing a pupil that lost direction from the school to return them for accountability and reuniting them with their parents.
Some of the
All right. That's a report that was done by Citizen TV when the incidents just broke out by Citizen and the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki there saying that he could not ascertain as to what exactly was happening, which it's honestly, this is what I call gross misconduct, really. I know that in Kenyan terms that means something else, but we cannot afford to have a country that is absolutely reckless when it comes to anything, but when it comes to certain things, to the matter of death, really. And I just want to read something here by the Standard newspaper on page 4. Johnson Mukunya, who is an uncle to Roy Brandon Mugo 13, who was a grade 7 pupil, disclosed how the pupil's mother has been in and out of hospital in what he believes is failure by government to disclose the true position of whether their son is alive or not. Because again, as we know right now, 46 pupils cannot be accounted for. So he says on in a statement that they should just inform us whether all the unaccounted for children died in the ill-fated dormitory, so that we may find closure and start preparing for the worst. DNA testing to start burial preparations. The situation as it is causing us unwarranted anxiety that may result in other ailments. That is Mukunya there explaining. We also have somebody here, Nahashon Derito, uncle to Bernard Warutere, a 12-year-old grade 6 pupil, has camped at the school since Thursday on behalf of the pupil's mother, since she has been adversely affected by the tragedy. Derito says the family is reeling from the information of disappearance of their son, but his parents are the hardest hit. His mother has not visited the school since the fire tragedy and has become a regular visitor at the hospital, he added. John Mwangi is yet another one, a father of 2 boys schooling at Hillside, said they have been camping at the school compound for the past 2 days with no information from the government or the authorities. Goes on to say that we are living in agony, not knowing where our children are. The government needs to stop hiding information and tell us what happened to our children. End of quote. So again, it's rather daunting. It's rather daunting to think about the state that this country has gone into and the state of the country that we are in right now. I mean, so right now, I've already talked about the school's administration and like what needs to start happening, which the summary of it all is just to be responsible. But also because of Kithuri Kindiki statement there, and of course the Permanent Secretary of Education, Mr. Kipsang, he said that that the government is going to stand with the parents of the already departed children in helping them, aiding them with the funeral preparations and stuff. And I'm like, that money that you're going to disperse and those resources and the manpower and the willingness to be able to do the things that you feel that are going to read as support for the families of the departed children, that money would have come earlier on. The time for the money and the time for acting like as if they care or the concern is there would have come earlier, before the tragedy hit, before we are dealing with casualties right now. And we are so used to, I think it's a narrative that goes on so much in this country where we like to, our egos are very massaged when it comes to such things, and when the government seems to come out with statements of telling us, oh, we are on top of things and we are going to stand with you. But I'm like, the real question here is that when these things were happening, where were you? When things were happening, where were you? There has to be, if we have county representatives in every ministry, when we talk about these things like fire drills, or we talk about the audits, for example, the wiring of electrical wiring audits that must happen twice a term, that is the time that you need to be disbursing in and money and investing in this kind of things, so that they can be preventative enough to ensure that we are not dealing with a country and we're not dealing with a situation like we are in right now. It's rather such an unfortunate predicament that we are in, and we only hear statements of investigations are going on, or we are going to stand with the funeral arrangements, but little to none do we hear that we are going to now start launching a campaign to be stringent with for instance, in this particular case, the safety manual. The kind of accountability that I would love to hear, the call to action that I would love to hear, even from the Cabinet Secretary of Education right now, is to hear that now that they're going to launch out a program or a proper plan that is going to visit each and every schools in this country. It does not matter whether you're in the private sector or the public sector. We are all under the Ministry of Education. We have to hear something from the government. We want to hear the accountability rollouts and what is going to be done to ensure that this thing is actually flagged to the utmost detail, down to the T. Because we cannot afford, seriously, you've heard me, I've given you some staggering statistics from 1998, and who knows, maybe before that there were some, and also some are also unreported, because we are only reporting what we hear. I'm only talking about what has been reported. What about the cases that have not yet been reported? I'm looking at, even in terms of the social economic disparities in this country, the schools that are, for instance, in informal settlements like Kibera, we have Mukuru kwa Jenga, we also have Dandora and places like that. God forbid that there should be a boarding school in those areas. But even in the day schools, I mean, that's just the way people live. You can see the electrical lines, the way they hang in the balance. It's very risky. And in the same way that the electricity is not, rightfully done, under there's a river. I've been to places where you can see sewage and rivers passing beneath somebody's house. So you can imagine the kind of predicament that we put our people continuously. And we're never, I mean, the floods of, what was this, around March, April, they showed us that this country, it's really by the mercies of God that we are able to live the way we are able to live. Because all it takes is one disaster like this, one natural disaster, one like this, to just, create a disaster that we cannot even recover from. Factually, right now, I understand that some people that were dehoused from the floods of March this year have not even yet been resettled back. So again, our government is failing, and it's failing big time. Don't come and tell us that you cannot give us a report, and instead you can give us money to send off your beloveds with a good funeral and in a national funeral. Don't come and tell us that you cannot account for the 46 children that are missing. No, that we are not going to take that. We cannot take that for an answer. We demand accountability. We demand responsibility. I'm just imagining, I'm very riled up right now, and I'm not even a parent. But again, to share in the pain of others does not necessarily mean that I have to be in their shoes exactly to empathize with them or whatever it is that they are going through. So if nothing has been said on this show today, all I'm asking for is accountability and responsibility. At least let those that we elect into these positions, let them be all the way thorough. Let them go the whole mile. Let them go full throttle on ensuring that because we are dealing with people's lives here. Systems are not just created on paper, they should be created to serve people's lives. They should be able to work for the people. first, but we know that in practice that's not really what is happening. But that's why we end up finding that 21 children are now dead beyond recognition. Because why? Somebody failed on their job somewhere. And it's not even a capacity issue, because if it is capacity, we have the capacity. By the time that school is being allocated all those millions of money and billions of Kenya shillings, it means that the capacity is there. If the money is there, the personnel is definitely there. So we are failing. We are failing as a country. We are failing. All we want to do is be on the streets to protest about the university's model. Yet, that, I mean, it's important. And don't get me wrong, we have to do that, absolutely. But what about the other areas of the education ministry? What about the other areas of the health sector? What about the other areas of the infrastructure sector? And I think that we are going to start taking an audit on this platform of Power Radio, to just go through every sector, just looking at what is happening in sectors and in counties. I know that Hanifa has done such a great job of breaking down what is going on in her county, and I think we are going to take up that mantle, because we have to stop being on the fence. We have to stop being on the fence about certain things. So I can see that my time is really gone, and this is not a conversation that we can only have here. I mean, more statistics are also going to keep streaming in, so we will be definitely be on the lookout for that story as well, and to see what we can do really as a country, as the media, as a people, to ensure that we are doing what we can for the smooth running and the seamless running of this country. So that's all the time that we had for you today on the Power Morning Drive Show. I will be at Nairobi Cinema today from 5 p.m. For the Fitness in the Word Fellowship. So if you want to come and say hi to me, kindly come, and we get to enjoy time in God's presence and probably pray for this country, because we cannot continue doing what we are doing, or rather we have to start acting in the way that we're supposed to act. My name is Wanyoike. Thank you so much for everybody that was able to tune in. Later on, we have Shiva Stations with Caroline Murote, and after that we have Sheria Dai from 4 to 6 p.m. with James Wanjeri. So you want to stick around and find out what they will be talking about. But as for me, for now, it's goodbye. See you on Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Every bedtime is just the same. Brushing our teeth, falling asleep to our rain machine. It's called silly bedtime, our childish games. Amber light fades, drifting away, but I can't follow to where you're going now. 'Cause I just love to watch you fall asleep in my arms. I just want to follow you into your dreams while you're in my arms. Every morning is just the same. Brushing our teeth, you then it's me and our rain machine. Last night I adventured to places unknown. Where did you go? Was it with me? I'm so clean and kind of curious.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.